We're showing you some live pictures of the Lekki deep sea port here in Lagos. It's set to be unveiled. The President of the Federal Republic is arriving as we speak for a two-day working visit to the state. Largest in West Africa and Nigeria's deepest seaport. The first commercial vessel docked. Let's listen in.
We remain in our positions. Please, cameramen, do not move beyond the designated point given to you.
We have shared it before.
You are watching a live feed of the Lekki deep sea port here in Lagos. The port is set to be opened in a ceremony with the President of the Federal Republic, Buhari, arriving just moments ago. The first commercial vessel docked at the port yesterday in a welcome sign of its function. And it's slated to make it much easier to import and export goods from Nigeria's largest city.
Lagos State, our very own Mr. Salabo, the incident commander of Lagos State when it comes to health, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. And we have all the governors here present. This is welcoming Mr. President to the official commissioning of the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the first of its kind, an epic moment, and of course a landmark achievement by the Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu-led administration under the theme's agenda.
We are looking at several governors joining the President of the Federal Republic, standing right there, front and center.
Once again, we'll welcome Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to the official commissioning.
The President is joined there by the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The President and Governor of Lagos State as well are joined by the Governor of Ogun State, in what is no doubt a very proud moment for the Governor of Lagos State and the President of the Federal Republic, the unveiling and commissioning of this major piece of infrastructure here in Lagos. The port is the deepest seaport here in Nigeria, and in what was a major piece of infrastructure. I'm sure the President is very glad to see it commissioned during the final months of his tenure.
Was the official commissioning of the biggest deep sea port in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, the Lekki deep sea port here in Lekki, Lagos. This magnificent infrastructure has been a combination of very many years of tireless work by a team that have agreed to work together. The team is led by NEPSA first approving that this place should be designated as a free trade zone by your regulator, NEPSA. Also by MPA, who also approved the concept of this project. Then by the team of financiers led by the Toleram Group, is a Nigerian-Singaporean consortium. And like we've mentioned to you, they've been in the country for several decades. With working with them are the China Rubber from China, who are the leading financial partner onto this project. And of course, Lagos State Government, who sits as also the chair of this project. The operator for this project is one of the biggest in the world, CMA from France. And so, Mr. President, you can see that it's been a total combination of federal government, Lagos State, and the private sector. And we're happy that this is happening in your time, because it all started within your time and it's been completed within your time as well. We're indeed excited that the size of the vessels that will be coming in here could be up to 4 times the size of vessels that are currently berthed at both Tinkan and Apapa Port. So it's a big, massive infrastructure, and we're indeed excited that in your own time, something fresh has been birthed into this country. It's going to generate thousands and thousands of jobs directly, and hundreds of thousands of jobs indirectly in the entire ecosystem. And so this is your project, and we're excited with all of our partners, the Chinese ambassador, the French ambassador, the Singaporeans, and our various agencies and regulators have worked tirelessly to bring about the completion of the, and of course, to thank the locals, the citizens and the residents in Lekki for being forward-looking and understanding that this is real investment that has come to their corridor. Your Excellency, we want to thank you again. Thank you, sir. I said the ambassador wants to just say something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just say what?
Okay. I'm very happy today. It's a special day for Nigeria and China. First, thank you, President. You sent the Chinese President for the happy Chinese Lunar New Year. Congratulations letters. I want to take this opportunity to convey his greeting to you and wish you all the best in the Chinese Lunar New Year. This is the second day of Chinese Happy Lunar New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
I want to say very few words. First, really, this is engine of the economy, not only for Governor Lagos and also for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And second, really, this is equity of investment. Mr. President, this is not loan, this is not borrowing, this is investment. We need not to consider about how can we repay the money back. We will collect revenue, taxes from this project. And the third E is very important. I think this is a very good example. Lagos, Nigeria has set a very good example to do the 4 countries, 5 parties. So that means we have 40 nationals in this project. I salute and congratulate this kind of business model. I hope that we can continue, not only in Lagos, Mr. Governor. I hope that we can do out in the whole Nigeria. Thank you, President.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your Excellency, sir, we're very grateful for sparing your time to come and commission one of the decided to save our speech for tonight's banquet so that I can use the opportunity to give you the details of the port, how it was conceived, how long it took, and why we are commissioning it today. Well, thank you very much, Your Excellency, for finding the time to come today. Thank you, sir.
Just go gently.
It's functioning, and of course our RISE correspondents on the ground there are joined by the President of the Federal Republic, Muhammadu Buhari, who's there in shot you can see. The port will no doubt be remembered as a symbol of Mr. Buhari's tenure over the past 8 years or so. It's taken many years of construction, but is now set to begin operations. It costs approximately $1.5 billion to construct.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see the commissioning and the unveiling of the plaque of the Lekki Deep Sea Port by Mr. President, the company of the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola, and other state governors, as we mark another epic moment and mark a giant stride in the administration of the Babajide Olusola-led administration under the themes agenda. This is the first of its kind in Sub-Sahara and a major milestone, not only for Lagos, but for Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President has unveiled and has commissioned the Lekki Deep Sea Port.
Lagos State. The President was joined by, amongst others, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, as well as the French and Chinese ambassadors in what is truly an international event. Of course, the operator of the port is CMA, a French company, and it's expected that this port will greatly revolutionize the way in which goods are brought into and out of Nigeria's largest city, Lagos. For reference, vessels 4 times the size of those that can dock in Apapa can now use the Lekki Deep Sea Port that the President of the Federal Republic, Muhammadu Buhari, has just commissioned moments ago.
When members of the press are ready, we will do an operation here. This operation is historic in the
The President is in Lagos State for a 2-day working visit. He's unveiling several projects, including the Lekki Deep Sea Port, where we are now with the RISE correspondents on the ground here in Lagos, but also the Imoto rice mill, amongst others. We're expecting tomorrow that some major roads within the city are set to be closed to facilitate the President's movement, including roads in Victoria Island, Marina, and Lagos Island. The authorities here in Lagos State have given us advance warning of those closures that will facilitate the President's smooth movement through Nigeria's largest city.
So once again, you can see the difference between the type of cranes you see in the other parts of Lagos. You see the movement that you see here with this crane here. You can also notice the speed of discharge, and we are still naturally being careful, much slower than you...
You can see there we're getting a demonstration of the Lekki deep sea port in action. Containers being taken off a ship there. Just yesterday, the first commercial vessel docked at the port, which allayed if there were any questions about the functioning of this first-in-class type of port. We see it working here and now. It cost approximately $1.5 billion to construct this massive, massive project.
These type of cranes are possible of lifting 25 to 30 containers.
It's not only the size of the port that will facilitate the import and export of goods and but also the fact that it is the first fully automated port here in Nigeria.
Also see the shareholders has really made an effort to ensure that all equipment is brand new. Therefore, the port will be super efficient in terms of operations. Zero breakdowns expected in the first year.
The port is constructed to facilitate the import and export of all sorts of goods. There's a container terminal, a liquid terminal, as well as a dry bulk terminal. You're looking at that first commercial vessel there that is docked at the Lekki deep sea port.
Okay, so you have seen this very smooth operation. I was very happy to be close to all of you and be close to our CMA vessel, CMA Moza. We bring for this
as a world-class facility that's constructed here in Lagos, it's hoped that the port will facilitate greater international trade through a variety of different ways. Not only can it facilitate imports and exports from international ships like we're seeing right there before our eyes, but it's also hoped that the port will be used for Nigeria's or by Nigeria's West African neighbours, such as Chad, Mali, Niger, and Cameroon, who can benefit from this first-in-class infrastructure project being commissioned today.
We will have in Africa. So, thank you very much.
I will also take this opportunity to ask the Managing Director of NEPSA, that has been here from the start and been a really, really staunch supporter of this project, just to give us a speech there.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I need to put everything in perspective. This port is 1.5 times the size of Apapa and Tinkan, and it will be have an annual capacity of about 1.6 million containers, and scalable to 6 million containers annually in the future. This investment in infrastructure that you have seen...
Now, it's very, very busy there on the ground in Lekki. So just to reiterate comments made by a representative from the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority, or NEPSA, that the port there is 1.5 times the size of the Apapa port here in Lagos.
This is going to be the new hub, logistics hub for this part of Africa and the world. This is indeed a success story. This project was done in 4 years, inclusive of the years of COVID, and it's going to be a case study in many universities how this was done in 4 years. We need to give kudos to the leadership and to the project team. One thing that's going to happen here for the investors is that we at NEBSA, we are promising you that the ease of doing business will be entrenched here. We are going to ensure that only the agencies that are expected to work here work. It's not just going to be a load of different people coming here to elongate the processes that we want shortened. We are going to protect your investment, we are sure of that, and we are lucky to have this kind of project in Nigeria. Nigeria works. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Last but not least, I want to ask Mr. Dinesh Rathi, CEO of Tolaram Group, Nigeria, to also say a couple of few words. Mr. Dinesh Rathi has been instrumental in providing support to all stakeholders, in lobbying for this project, in connecting people, believing in this project, bringing all stakeholders together as well. So we want to extend our deepest gratitude for all that you have done to make this project come true today. And we would just request a few words, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dendrick. So on behalf of Tolaram and Lagos Free Zone, I congratulate everyone involved with Lekki Deep Sea Port project that today we have achieved a major milestone of commissioning by Mr. President, Mr. Muhammadu Buhari. Now this milestone is so important for us because it catalyzes the economic development at Lagos Free Zone, and we have always believed that Lekki Port and Lagos Free Zone can work together to create an ecosystem which is unparalleled in Nigeria, which can really unleash the economic potential, the true economic potential of Nigeria, and catapult it into the big league. And we thank all the government agencies, the federal government, state government, and various parastatals involved in this project, and wholeheartedly thank them for supporting us during this entire journey. And on this note, I wish CMA CGM and Lekki Freeport Terminal, who are the operators of this terminal, good luck, and they really achieve true potential of this great infrastructure which has been delivered today. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
The Governor of Lagos State,
Mr. Governor.
our very own Mr. Sellable, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Please can we wave and say welcome to Mr. President?
Acknowledge our very, very special guest of honor, Mr. President.
I believe he deserves a better round of applause.
He has come a long way to be with us this afternoon. I know we've been waiting, but we are happy to have him.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency, Mr. President, it's been a long day for him, but he appreciates each and every one of you for being patient. This is an important project for him, and he has done the commissioning. So on his behalf, I want to thank all of you, especially all our national rulers, our KBACs, captains of industry, all of our partners that have traveled far and wide to be here. He loves all of you. That's why he had said he will come in and do the presidential wave for all of you. Thank you all very much for coming, please. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can we appreciate Mr. President, please? Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. We appreciate the visit of Mr. President. He has officially commissioned the Lekki Deep Seaport, and he has ensured that all dignitaries get the presidential wave. Can we return the wave to Mr. President, please? In appreciation of his gesture.
The wave for the president.
We have presidential wave, we have presidential handshake, and they are very, very important. Whichever one you receive, you can take it to the bank.
We'd like to thank you all very, very, very much for spending your day with us.